from Mike and Bridget and all them. Just seeing that angry grandpa has passed away.
This is a video that came out 5 years ago from my friend Shadow Saberwolf. You may know him, you may not. He uploads Twisted Metal music, and he also does videos like this. Hey everyone, Justin Dark here, JD, Twisted Dark Justin, or Mila Love Imp, and all those other names I've come up with. Today is December 10th, 2022. On this day in 2017, we lost probably one of the best people on the internet, hands down. We lost Charles Green, aka Angry Grandpa. Angry Grandpa, for those who don't remember or they don't know, he was a YouTuber. He did freakouts. He's mostly known for the video where he destroys a PS4. He also did like cooking videos. He did storytime videos on his channel, Grandpa's Corner. He was an idol to me. He was an idol. I used to love watching him in middle school. I like to watch, I think the newest one when I first started watching was Angry Grandpa Destroys the Dryer, and that was a funny video. I had watched Angry Grandpa from like 2014, and I kept up with the videos until 2017, where he got diagnosed with cancer, and then later on that year he got diagnosed with cirrhosis of the liver, and that's what killed him. I was there when it happened. I witnessed it online. I was there to see it. I was so upset that Angry Grandpa had passed on, because I knew he was eventually gonna pass on. And you know, looking back, I should have guessed that he was about to pass, because he was skinny. He was, you know, his hair was gone. He looked like he was about to. But back then, I had all my hopes up. Oh, I hope he makes it. He didn't. December 10th, 2017 was a very hard and emotional day for a lot of us, because Angry Grandpa definitely touched the lives of many. He brought so many smiles, so much joy to me and millions of other people around the world. The youngins is what he called them, and that was the fan base, the youngins. Angry Grandpa was definitely a role model to me. You know, I've always liked Angry Grandpa. He was funny. You know, back then I used to like to laugh at the videos of him raging. Nowadays I actually like to go back and watch the vlogs and story times he did on his channel, because I think those are a little bit funnier and they're more interesting. Like when he did a story time for like something called Red Man with Jennifer's schizophrenia. Or his ghost stories from Halloween, or the Christmas memories. Those are good. And it sucks that he passed away, because imagine how many videos he would have been able to make if he were still with us. Hang on for a second. I got my LEDs messed up. I just woke up. Oh, goodness. Anyway. I cannot believe it's been 5 years since we lost Angry Grandpa. You know, Michael... I don't like Michael, how his family's become ever since he passed. You know, ever since Grandpa passed, his whole family basically split apart. It's kind of like if Professor X and the X-Men died, and... because Grandpa was the one keeping them together. But now that he's passed on, everybody's pretty much turned on each other, you know. Charlie, like, pretty much shit-talks Michael on his streams. He was doing drugs right before Grandpa passed. He did like he had like an acid trip, and he flipped out at Bridget. I think he hit her or some shit. Then Doug, I saw the Doug confrontation. He almost had him. He almost made amends, but he didn't. But as much as I don't like Michael, Doug is also kind of a piece of shit. And he abused some kids, and they were crying on video, and Doug's done some awful things. He did apologize apparently, but then the next day he was like back to where he was. Like, what happened, Doug? You almost had your daughter back, and then you're like, they took my money from cash app. But Grandpa passing definitely was a monumental and tragic death. I mean, he has cirrhosis of the liver. They lay in the hospital hoping he would survive. They were hoping he would go through it, but unfortunately it took him. And 5 years ago today is when we all saw the video called Rip Angry Grandpa, and it was hard to watch. It still is hard to watch this day, and I'm pretty sure Michael agrees because that was his father. That was Michael Green's father, and I don't like his current videos because all he does is like clickbait some shit. A lot of shit like, oh, me and Bridget broke up. Oh, we're having a third baby. Oh, our someone died. Oh, rest in peace, but it's just a video cooking sausage. I don't like what Michael does with his videos, but basically that whole family's fucked. Now that Angry Grandpa's passed, the whole family's pretty much fucked. To put it lightly. He was the one holding them together, and he unfortunately he didn't survive that cirrhosis, and he died in the hospital in 2017. I remember when this happened. I remember what was happening back then with my life. My birthday was kind of a bust that year. The next year I made up for it, but 2017 I only had one person show up to my birthday. And this was also during the time when Ajit Pai was doing his shit with, you know, the whole net neutrality thing. And then I had another thing where my dad was going to try to kick me out of the house and send me somewhere I didn't want to live because of some stupid Jeep he bought. And of course, on top of that, Angry Grandpa's passed. That was a horrible year, pretty much. I mean, not compared to 2020, but 2017 December was really bad. It was almost as bad as December 2021, because last year I went on a rampage because of something that happened out of my control, but this video is hard to watch. This is Rip Angry Grandpa.
What's going on, you guys? Get behind the camera here.
Rachel S. here.
Yep.
And today, I've got to make a very unfortunate video.
The video we've always feared.
Jesus.
I've never wanted to make this video. Today, we lost Angry Grandpa.
Yeah, I don't think I can bring myself to watch this. I remember crying. When I watched that video. I was so upset, and I can't rewatch it because it brings back those bad memories. But bottom line, rest in peace, Angry Grandpa. You know, we miss you every day, Grandpa. We really wish you were still here, because imagine how many videos he would have made if you were still here. Like, oh, they had like some scrap pranks that they couldn't do because he was sick. I believe I remember they were gonna like do like a alien invasion prank. You know, if he were still around, he could have like done a collab with Waffle Pone. Imagine if Steven met Grandpa. But unfortunately, when he was still alive, you know, Waffle Pone was still pretty absent from the internet, and unfortunately, I never got to see it. And I wish, or like another McJuggernuggets collab. They only did one Psycho Dad versus Angry Grandpa. Again, because the Grandpa had died before they could get a chance to do it. If he were still around, he could have done another McJuggernuggets collab, but thankfully they were able to do it one time. Angry Grandpa versus Psycho Dad was definitely one of my favorite videos from McJuggernuggets. Just them busting up Charlie's room, destroying a TV, and destroying the whole freaking place. Like, that was a funny video. I loved it. I remember watching that in the moment. I'm like, oh, I remember the video before he calls his dad up. I'm like, oh my god. He's like, Dad, I need you here. That was a great series. It sucks I never got to do it again, but what can you do? But rest in peace, Angry Grandpa. It's been 5 years without you. I still miss you. I'm pretty sure all the youngins miss you. Michael misses you. And pretty sure even deep down, Doug and Charlie still miss you. Because you were Doug's best friend and you were Charlie's other father. But you were Charlie's, you know, Charlie was your son, just like Michael, but Angry Grandpa, Charles Green, I miss you so much. I really wish I could have met you because I live in South Carolina now. I've been to Charleston a few times. I was actually even thinking about going to Substation and ordering a number 19 like you would always get at substation. I'm surprised. I'm pretty sure I would meet Derek if I go there. If Derek were working, I would like Derek. Hello, Derek. Can I have a number 19? Just to make it the same way you did with Grandpa. If you're... Man, it sucks how I live here and it's been too long. Like, I wasn't here early enough. Rest in peace, Grandpa. We missed you. And that's it. Justin Dark signing out. Have a great solemn day. I'm gonna go easy, don't be twisted today. Be solemn. Because we lost a good man 5 years ago today. So, thank you all for watching. And stay tuned for some more lighthearted videos. And subscribe to my other channel, Mila Love Him. Because I've got a lot of people making fun of me on there for no freaking reason other than, you know, you get the idea. Bye.